Welcome back, everybody. Here is another episode for you, another video. I am doing Moab prep. So what we have got today, I am preparing today's task on this video. Will be preparing the trailer. So this morning was quite a bit of an adventure. So I've got new tires all the way around, went and had those mounted up. I kept my one good one. I'm gonna take that with me. I'm getting my trailer legal and ready to cross state lines. I only managed to find one fender this morning, so we're gonna try to find another fender later today. Get that bad boy welded back on. But today's tasks consist of, number one, I'm going to pull off every single hub, put brand new bearings, repack them on both sides. So brand new tires, brand new bearings, redo all the hubs, lighting, wiring. I think in 2018 I lost all of my lights on the trailer, and I am just now getting to where I'm going to put brand new lights on. Did some searching, some bouncing back and forth this morning, found me some good LED lights. Hopefully they're bright, some marker lights. Gonna get them installed. But I'm getting the other side ready. Gonna put a little paint on it and everything. I've still got wood and whatnot from where we were doing cleanup and projects at the house. We're gonna get plenty of brake cleaner. Somebody's excited to get dirty. These will be my LED lights for the brake lights, turn signals, and they come with reverse lights integrated into them, which is pretty cool. I got those from Tractor Supply. Went and got me a heavy duty bearing packer to make this go by quickly. A new harness. Fun fact about my old harness, drug it all the way from probably like Knoxville to Charlotte, North Carolina. That's why the lights don't work on the trailer now, because ultimately somehow this vibrated out of the plug and we drug it all the way up there. Didn't find it till we got there. Found a couple marker lights. I wanted some more, but 4 was all they had. I got these from Roll King LEDs. I'm gonna try to integrate those in. I want to try and figure out and see if I can make those into turn signals also, like put them on the side, because the big lights back here I plan on making a bracket and welding it on and putting them back here. I don't want to put them on the back because you can back into stuff, and don't want to damage any of that and have to do it twice. I got all the brand new bearings, all that Tractor Supply had in stock. Got me some fresh new red and tacky grease. Yeah, so we're gonna get this party started. Go over, do some time lapses, updates on what's going on, any problems I have. The next task is to do the truck. The truck needs some quick work. I was planning on doing it a little bit this weekend and then next week, but unfortunately yesterday the clutch went out on the G. So made it back home last night, but guess I got a little bit of a bad omen right now as far as bad luck, because this morning I locked my keys in my truck at Roll King. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, because this will be one rough trip to Moab. But anyways, here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Remember, like, subscribe, drop a comment, share it with people. Merchandise link below. Let's go. What are you doing there, buddy?
Packing that grease in there.
Got you some goob lube?
Yeah. Looby tooby.
I think we got enough in there. So pulled all these off, cleaned them up. They don't look too bad. Spindles don't look bad at all. That one looks worse than it is, but it's actually really smooth. I'm got to looking at these brakes. And so the trailer brakes have never been hooked up on this trailer, and I thought about rewiring the brakes, but got to looking at them and they're so far gone. And right now, getting an availability for parts, like the only trailer store that has trailer parts, like dedicated for trailers, that I could get stuff like that from, is closed on the weekends. So trying to get all this stuff done today instead of waiting. So I'm gonna go ahead, talked about it, decided it was a good idea to pull all this stuff off here to avoid the chances of potentially something coming apart and locking the wheels up. So this one, well, has been the problem child in the past. Had the hub go out twice on this on the same trip, but I smoothed it out in 2019, I think. I smoothed it all out, and no, it was 2018. I smoothed it all out in 18 and been riding the same hub since. This one's not bad. Just gonna clean everything up, get everything off of them, get these hubs apart, take all the bearings and stuff out of them, pack the new ones, put it all back together. So I will show you current progress and what happened after the last clip that I put up. Went on a little bit of a wild adventure and hit some, I guess you'd say, can of worms. Something I didn't know was an issue, kind of figured out and found out was an issue, and for the rest of the evening that day, I had to start cranking out, trying to get everything as solid as we could before the sun went down. So if you look right here, these two bolts, we noticed that they were kind of just backed out. And this whole ordeal, this hinge, the pivot point right here, was crooked this way. So we decided to take everything apart and see if we could reset it, because you know, sometimes you hit big potholes, sometimes you run over curbs, sometimes you have to take the ditch. I thought maybe that it had disrupted it and it just needed to be reset. Well, we got the hubs on, everything, all the hubs, all the bearings and stuff is on fine. Everything's ready to go. As previously stated, the brakes and everything, took all that off, got rid of those for right now. I'll revisit that later and put some new ones back on, but for right now, I'm not worried about them. So these bolts were actually pretty well seized up. We had to cut those out, had to take these out right here, put brand new bushings inside of all of them. And then we found out that this axle right here was crooked, so instead of like straight in and out, it was this way. So we had to take the U-joints, the U-bolts loose, and unfortunately it snapped some of those. So for as long as I've had the trailer, I've never had to mess with any of that stuff, only repack the hubs. So we replaced all that hardware, tried to get this lined up as straight as possible. Think that I've got this side over here solid. Game plan is I want to try to put 100 to 150 miles on the trailer, just driving around, driving back and forth, before we take the trip, if I have time. I know time's limited. We're less than 2 weeks now. So you'll see in the other video, I had to change my focus due to time constraints, and that's where all this gear lube right here comes into play. But I did find a home. They're not tightened up yet, so they're not straight, but I did find a home, got all my holes punched for my marker lights. I'm going to try and see if I can find 2 more marker lights, because I want to put another one right here, kind of a little bit of OCD matching the pattern and whatnot. But got one there, got one there, and then this one over here. This one goes right here. I've already got the holes and stuff drilled, and then we got this one over here. For the tail lights, I decided that I wasn't going to put them here for right now. Maybe there is like a little, I guess you would say a boxing box style where you can put those lights in and you can weld those to the trailer. but they're like $50 a piece right now. So I don't know, maybe I could find me some angle iron. If I have time, I'll make some angle iron and cut and make my own box. Problem is the only thing I have here is a stick welder. I don't have a MIG or a TIG welder. So when the fenders come into play, I finish cleaning this up, I'm gonna have to drop the trailer off with a friend and have them weld the fenders and stuff back on, because I only have a stick welder, and that stick welder will actually burn through the thin material for these fenders. Ask me how I know. I've done it before, and that's all this stuff that I'm cleaning up. But that was in a crunch and I had to get it done. So for right now, the end of this episode is going to be about, or well, this is going to be the end of it. This is as far the extent that we got on the trailer. Due to time constraints, the next little video that you're going to see after this one is basically me racing a very big storm, trying to get the truck done so I could get to work. So thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you're following along with this journey, everything that's going on. It excites me because this kind of reminds me of like the drift stuff. Always the last couple weeks drift event, it was like things were flying apart, things were going wrong, and you know, we're rush, just trying to get it, and then, you know, thinking that it wasn't going to work, and then bam, it all works out. So that's the way it's looking right now. High hopes. Appreciated everybody for tuning in, for watching. Same rundown list. Like this video. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button. Hit that notifications bell if you want to keep up to date to see what's going. I'm going to try to update as much as possible. I'm going on the road. Dropping comments and supporting your channel, supporting the trip. You're not just supporting me. You help support the boys and everything that's going on. So there's a merchandise link below. Find us on Instagram, Full Yeet Adventures. If you're on Facebook, Full Yeet Adventures. So here it is, guys. Peace out. See you on the next one.